Welcome back. Our next guests are the founders of an animal sanctuary for abandoned and abused dogs. That alone is amazing, but this is incredible. The couple takes it a step further. They specifically rescue senior dogs, often those with serious medical challenges. Dogs like the one I'm holding right now, this is Pixie. This is what makes them a rad human, y'all. And by rad human, I went humans, because that's plural. Please welcome the founders of the Special Needs Senior Dog Sanctuary, Todd and Anna, along with 3 of their pooches. This is Kissy and Betty White, and I'm holding Pixie with the tongue. I love her tongue. It's nice to meet y'all.
So nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, oh my God, this makes me feel so good. So wait, this started with a dog you adopted from a shelter, right?
Yes, so it was 2012, and I saw on Facebook a local shelter had this picture of a pit bull Chester. And they were hosting a senior adoption event. And there was something about his eyes that just drew me to him. And I went and I learned that he was about 12 years old. He had cancer. The worst part of the story is he was in the shelter for over 8 years.
Oh, that was his life.
And I said to myself, there's no one that's going to adopt a 12-year-old pit bull with cancer that's been here for 8 years.
Yeah.
And I decided that that's not okay, and we took him home and gave him 21 of the greatest months of his life.
Oh man, that's so cool. What a good man. This must be a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but it fills our hearts and feeds our souls. And you know, there's nights that we have sleepless nights. We start our day at 5 a.m. and it's constant. It's constant cleanup, medicine. They're disoriented. It is.
Yeah.
And when we take these guys out of the shelter, it's amazing. You see, like, their eyes, they've given up and they're broken. And they come into our home and they're overdosed with love with our kids, and watching them come alive again and living a lot longer than they had anticipated when.
What a beautiful thing too with your kiddos, teaching them empathy, teaching them, you know, to be a helper. That's all got to be good, right?
Yeah.
That's the greatest gift we get out of doing all of this work is seeing these little amazing humans they're becoming. Just their compassion, their empathy, all the things, patience, the responsibilities.
Yeah.
They're out in the yard.
Yeah, the chores. My 3-year-old has his little pooper scooper out in the yard, and he's helping me pick up poop. And our 8-year-old daughter is giving treats at night and tucking in and helping do feeding times and things like that. So
such great like life lessons, like thinking outside yourself. That's so beautiful. So how has this work changed you, do you think?
So I can
that's a big one.
Yeah. So for me, you know, I had a dark past and I was an underdog. So I'm here today because people helped me, and that's the only reason I know I'm alive today. So I have a place in my heart where I go after the underdogs, the ones that don't have a real chance at life. And, you know, these dogs are 100% dependent on us. So, you know, what I get to do is show up every day and give the love of my heart to these dogs, which I think we should all take a look at as we end life, you know, in our end of life. And, you know, looking at death is not something that's ugly and that we all need to fear, but that we're all going to go through. So we take these dogs into our home and just try to make their end, their death, beautiful. So I get to lay with them in their final moments and hold them and kiss their head and say what a good boy or girl that they are. And I just thank them for the love that they gave us and how they've changed our life because of what it's filling for us.
But also, with that being said, you know, with the work that we do, like it's our purpose and our calling to not ever have a negative effect on our kids. So about 3 years ago, we got Bert and Dolly. They're 2 puppies for Jagger and Lennon.
Yeah.
So they get the circle of life. It's not everything comes broken and we fix them, we love them, they leave us. And now when we presented them with Jagger, she was like, Mama, Bert and Dolly, they're not even one. They're not going to heaven for a long time. I'm like, you got it, baby. So.
That is a special kind of thing though, because even my kids are 8 and 10, and it's like them learning about death it's always a topic in our house. They're terrified I'm gonna die. It's like the thing that comes up the most, and they're just at that age or whatever, but it's a healthy thing to talk about because it's inevitable, right? And so the fact that they're kind of learning that through this as well is really like a beautiful, you know, side thing that's happening. But what a beautiful art, because look, I've had to hold one of my dogs and that's the fact that you can do that and it not completely demolish you, like that's a special kind of heart.
Well, Kelly, I'll tell you, that's the one thing I hear all the time. Todd, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
And we have had, since Chester, we've put down 25 dogs that we said goodbye to. And we have 12 in our home now, you know, but again, trying to help people see that nobody wants a senior dog because they're gonna die soon, you know? And we just trying to encourage people, they're gonna die anyway, but giving their love in that final end, like, I think people can identify with if they were in that situation, you know, how they don't want to be neglected or just, you know, stuck somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You know, they get sent to a shelter because, you know, they're having accidents in the house, and it's just like, it's just not fair. So I think we want people to be able to see that and also help fulfill that dream. It's why we formed the nonprofit. You know, and we're in our home, so that's one of our biggest challenges. That and like finances, and you know, we're hoping that
Because medical bills, oh my gosh, for animals.
She just had an X-ray, blood work. She has an echocardiogram scheduled for next month. It's thousands. But with the help of others, forming a nonprofit, like we want to be on a small farm and be able to help.
We want to grow this.
Tens of more dogs, hundreds of more dogs, thousands of more dogs.
Yeah, what
throughout
a
our
beautiful
time.
idea.
Yeah.
So, okay, our friends at Blue Buffalo know pets are family, and they love how you're supporting senior dogs in need. So to help you extend your mission even further, get to that farm. They're donating $10,000 to help more dogs experience loving families in their senior years. I love my ranch. I love this space. I love that we can have our animals out there, and I want you to get that farm. So I'm gonna double it. You're gonna get another 10 grand from me. This is a really cool thing that we're doing. Not everyone is capable of doing what you're doing. So I hope it helps, like going towards finding that piece of land that you can find a home for y'all and them. We're gonna be right back, everybody.